So here we are. We have found some land. The hardest thing for any SELPO project, they say, is finding the land. I started looking about in September, we're now in December, and I was on all the online sites, Rightmove, on the market. I went to estate agents around the area saying I wanted land. Went on the plot browser, all the different ones, and I eventually found this on Rightmove. Now this is in a small village of Matishall, which is about 11 miles outside Norwich, so it's in my range of the schools, because I want to be in range of the schools, and about 6 miles from a bigger town called Dereham, which is great for DIY stores. Anyway, the land itself is 6 full service plots on a piece of land on the edge of this little housing complex here outside the village. Can't see it very well because I'm in the sunshine, but I'll do it this way. So you have these houses here, and then here on this side, so you have full road access, which is great for the self-build. You've got to think about access. And here you have 6 lots. Plot 1 at the top there, plot 2, which is the one we're going to buy, or are buying, plot 3, 4, 5 and 6. 6 is sold, it's right at the end there. Beautiful field outlooks, very quiet, all you hear is the school kids at the moment. And as I'm saying, these are full service plots, so that means that you have, if you look at the white boxes, you have electricity and water on site. You also have down here full drainage and sewage, and then drainage at the end there of the site. Each one has its own drainage, which goes down to a drainage ditch at the end there. Now full service is, in some ways they would say, a lazy way of buying a plot, because this plot adds £22,500 per plot for the services. But I went to see the Danwood house, which is being built in Galveston, which is about 5 miles from here, and talked to the owner of that and about her service connections, and she paid £16,000 alone just to get the electric brought from 2 poles into her house. That was before any plumbing, any sewage, any water, any drainage. So 22,000 takes all that off your worry for the budget. The land itself was on the market for 175,000 per plot. So, but that includes services. So this is the plot here, and it has a very beautiful outlook, which is what I was looking for. Fields, quiet. You hear the school kids today because they've just come out of school, and easy access for Danwood cranes to get in and deliver the house. Now, funnily enough, in plot 1, they are also Danwood home builders. They are picking a larger house, I think, their 5-bedroom house. I think it's the 189E. But we've teamed up. We met at the Galveston viewing, and we're going through a lot of things together. We're using the same architect, who is in fact the architect who is building the house on plot 3. So that's a great help. And also the architect who planned the land with the council, who requested full service plots. So the next step is to get a quote for the foundation work, which I'm in the process of doing. So number 1 is find the land. Number 2, foundation work. Number 3, pick your house. Now I've already done 3 because I know what I'm going to do. In fact, it's not true. I've changed the house design for this lot. I was picking the .149E, and I've gone for the .150E because it has more windows all across the front at the bottom, and because the views here are so lovely, I want to get the full use of those. So again, the plot will often change what kind of house design you're going to do. Don't buy a plot for the house you want. Buy the plot and then choose the house you want. I think that's covered everything for the moment. Anyway, we're going to get the quote for the foundation work tomorrow, or the groundwork tomorrow. I'm hoping that's in the 25,000 range, hopefully less. And then we can see what we can afford as far as carports go and landscaping.